question of how do you define it. I think most of us agree that sustainability is a concept of long-term, but not a short-term idea. So I would start from asking the question, what are the top 5 or top 3 priorities when it comes to sustainability? So that gives us already a starting step about what are the dimensions of it. Is it about purely an economical perspective of a university or an environmental perspective of the university? Is it also about the societal impact of the university? So sustainability can be defined in different dimensions, and depending on how you define it, the question comes is how we can go forward. So that's one aspect. So resilience is a question about when there is a case of vulnerability, a threat or an event, what are the aspects that we need to build internally in the system so that the system can come back to stable state from the shock. So it's about adaptability, it's about stability, it's also about internal aspects that can build those dynamic aspects of resilience. Building a resilient campus can start from thinking about it from what are my important assets of the campus, what are the threats those assets are facing. When I say assets, it could be human capital, students, it could be professors, it could be also about critical infrastructure. You can talk about cyber attack in your university, somebody hacking into your information system. It could be something happening on the way the university campus environment being demolished. So different dimensions of it. You can look at it from starting to assess what are my resources, what are my assets, and then going to the next level to think about it from the aspect of what are the vulnerabilities those assets are facing, and then going to the mitigation and management. So I think they are not against each other, resilience and sustainability. So building a sustainable campus is fundamental, but that sustainable campus can also have inbuilt resilience inside it. I would choose different aspects. One is, what are the consumption pattern of the university? How many papers do we consume? How many times we print papers? Can we become more eco-friendly on that one dimension? What is the way the university is handling plastic waste? How much amount of resources are reused? Reusing aspects. What you can also look at it is how people are transporting themselves from commuting from university to house and house to universities. Can you do it better? You can also look at it from usage of water in a university. You can look at it from usage of electricity. You can look at it from the usage of other resources. I think environmental aspect is interesting to start with. If you choose 1 or 2 or 3 areas and look at it, how do we measure it today, and how can we measure it from 1 year from now? And again, the question is, as long as the environmental aspect of the university doesn't come into your sustainability definition, there is no point in talking about it. So I would ask the question, what does it mean by sustainability? Where are the dimensions to it? And then going into the environmental dimension and digging deeper into it. I think decision making and changes to happen, it's important to bring information into place. So I would say the starting step is to sit with the university rector or department heads and show them what you have identified. You can say, in the last 1 year, this is our consumption pattern. In the last 6 months, this has been the trend. Once you see the aspects of it on paper, you already start to notice where are the opportunities for you to reduce? So that would be a starting step. You can say, we have been consuming energy, let's say, some amount today. Can we reduce our energy consumption by 10% or 20% in the next 3 months? If that is going to happen, what is the saving that can come out of it? What is the economic benefit of it? How can you use that economic benefit to really do development in other areas? So I think sitting with decision makers, university leaders, like professors, rectors, department heads, showing them what you have identified, and also looking at it from a different time standpoint. 1 year from now, the last 1 year, the last 6 months, in the last 3 months, showing the pattern will already give you directions in which where you wanted to go. For example, if your university is not consuming, in the last 6 months, if your energy consumption is reducing, there is no talk about reducing energy further, right? You're already reducing. But it is to see where the trend is going. And once you know where the trend is going, you can also challenge yourself, can we reduce it 10%, 20%? Can we do this? If that happens, what is the economic benefit? So put yourself in different hats, not only purely an environmental hat, but also the economic hat. So sustainability, resilience building, all these things will fall into places once you start measuring and challenging yourself with the right aspects.